Wait, is it possible that I missed something on my ezCAN Pure Accessory Manager plug and play for my Honda Transalp? Oh, it's possible. Welcome back, everybody, to the Grand Shamrock Tour. Well, my name is John.
And I'm Carolyn.
And my dad used to say, you have one chance to make a good first impression. And I'm afraid I didn't make a great first impression last week when I did the install on my HEX Innovate ezCAN Pure Accessory Manager for my Honda Transalp. But I want to thank the people out there in our community and the development team at HEX Innovate because they said this might help you set the record straight.
Got a little email and a couple of comments, so we're going to cover about 3 things. First off, why do you even need to install this on your Transalp or any other bike?
Well, that's a really good question, and I didn't really address that. Back in the day, we used to have to hunt down wires, and we'd have to splice and clip and tap into just to run things like accessory lights or heated gear or anything in the way of an accessory that we wanted. Now, the ezCAN Pure system, it does that for you. This is plug and play for my Honda Transalp, but it literally allows you to not take a shortcut, but a solution without cutting any wires.
Okay, so not only did we get a really nice comment from one of the viewers, we got a good email from the development team at HEX Innovate. And they made a few suggestions on some of the settings. I mean, they really watched your video.
Well, I believe they called my video brilliant. And I think what I think is brilliant is the diagnostic screen on the HEX Innovate software. It really shows how everything is communicating and hooking up and functioning as a unit. And it even is going to show us those green lights. And here in the States, green light means go. So let's go get that laptop.
Well, that's why I'm here, is to help you out.
Right on.
Okay.
I'll get that.
Great.
All right, so I had Carolyn bring out her laptop. She connected to the ezCAN Accessory Manager and launched the program, correct?
Yeah, and it comes up, you just have to do any kind of updates that they ask you to do. Now, first off, what they talked to us was about the headlights.
Yeah, so what they noticed in our video is that when I started the bike the other day, the headlight high beam indicator was green, and yet they didn't think my high beam was on, and they were right. So what that meant we needed to do is we needed to go in and go to what settings, Carolyn?
We went into the device settings.
So in the device settings, that enables us to invert the high beam. What that meant is we're going to get that green icon only when my high beam is on. And that tells all of our accessories when the high beam is on, you're good to go. If you've got auxiliary lights like I'm going to be putting on, we can run them at a lower intensity during the daytime so everybody can see me. But at nighttime, when my high beams are on, I want to light the night.
You are finally going to light the night. I love it. Okay, so tell me about left and right turn signals.
So the team reached out and said, check to make sure that we were getting ignition voltage when all of our left and right turn signals are on. And you're just going to get that green icon. Sure enough, everything works perfectly.
The diagnostics is where you're going to see that, and it just popped right up.
Yeah.
Super simple to see. Same as with your brakes.
Yeah.
We tested that.
Everything was working, and the nice thing about the program is it makes it kind of simple. If you know what you're doing, just look for that green light.
Yeah, green lights are good.
Yeah,
like
green
you
lights
said,
are good.
Green means go. Same with the horn.
Correct.
Okay. The other question that they had is on this ignition voltage. Talk to me about that.
So they were concerned that maybe in North America the wiring was a little different than it was in Europe, and what they wanted us to address is when the bike is running and the ignition voltage is giving a green light and I function my brake or turn signals, they wanted to make sure that the green light doesn't go out or indicate a failure of some kind. And no, everything worked perfectly. So the green light stays on whether my turn signals are on or not, and it gives you real-time voltage of what's being drawn down. It's really pretty accurate.
Yeah. It works real smoothly. You're not out anything to look at those settings. Look at them again, which obviously we've had to do. So we are not experts on this particular device. However, HEX Innovate is. Now, if you go to hexezcan.com, they're going to have all of the information that you need, and I'll leave a link in the description.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And for the viewer out there that said, why do I even want this? Well, you can see we got a few empty connections here. Those connections aren't going to be empty for long. This would be a great time to like and subscribe, because this weekend, this bike's going to look a little brighter.
And on that note, travel safe.
And I'm looking forward to seeing you out on the road. If you're an adventure motorcyclist, you could choose all kinds of auxiliary lights. But when your wife's BMW has these exposure R3s, you really don't have a choice.